This is an island to that Zambian mainland. This is the dry part of the falls at the moment, because this is higher than this part here, where you always have water running over it, and then we also have the Devil's Cataract here. So for those of us who are not able to walk long distance, who just want to take it easy, we can start together from here. We go to the point number 1 up to number 9. There's an exit to come back, or better still, if you go to number 12, that's where the view of all the running falls, and you can also check there's another exit that will take you back to the same place here. There's a coffee shop just behind there. That's where people can then meet up there, or if you like to do it up to the end, you'll be able to view all this part of the Victoria Falls up to the end. If you have the time and energy, I would suggest you see everything, go all the way. In case you come back again at a different time, you make comparisons. You may actually think you have been to a different Victoria Falls, because it gives you a very different view at the peak as opposed to what it is today. So yes, there is a lot of differences that you can get to see. From here, right up to number 12, it's pretty nice and cool, because there's a shade. You know, there's a bit of spray that comes up from the falls that keeps everything green. So it's nice and cool in the shade. But once we get out of here from number 12, it will all be quite open and bare like it is now. So it may be a little bit too hot for some of us. But if you like, you can take it easy. You actually get to experience that. We find the Victoria Falls on the Zambezi River, which is the 4th longest river in Africa after the Nile, Niger, Congo, and then we have the Zambezi River. 2,700 kilometers long from the source, that is in northern Zambia, to the mouth, which is the delta, where it ends in the Indian Ocean in east, in Mozambique. It's dammed twice. Both dams are after the Victoria Falls. We have what we call the Lake Kariba. I talked about it yesterday. That's in Zimbabwe, between Zimbabwe and Zambia. And then further downstream, we have what is called Lake Kabora-Bassa. That's in Mozambique. And then it gets in the Indian Ocean. There is talk that of putting a third dam that's going to be put on a gorge known as Batoka Gorge. That's a bit further downstream, but that is still talk today. That's mostly for the hydroelectric generation. They're actually going through the stage of feasibility studies and all other things, so that they may be able to start the dam more. And then once it happens, it does not affect the waterfall this side, but some activities like the whitewater rafting will get affected, because there will not be any rapids anymore after the Victoria Falls. Okay, so the Zambezi River also acts as the boundary between Zimbabwe and Zambia. So we share this river, and as you know, international regulations about boundaries that are marked by way of a river, you always follow the deepest part of the channel. And because of erosion and other things, it keeps changing backwards and forwards. But generally, you find the deepest part of the channel is just after this island here, and then it goes following the middle of the gorge, and it comes around under the bridge. So that gives this part of the falls on the Zambian side, this part of the falls on the Zimbabwean side. And what's a bit controversial and interesting and confusing is that the land from which you see the Zambian falls belongs to Zimbabwe. So if you are from Zambia, if you go to Zambia and you want to see the Zambian falls best, you must come to Zimbabwe. If you stand at point number 13, 14, and 15, you are viewing Zambian falls. So the Zambians need to stand on them for them to be able to see. So that's a bit of that, but that's mostly because of the boundaries that are determined by the parts of the child, by the biggest part of the child. Okay.
Where is the Devil's Pool?
Devil Pool, yes, very good, very important question. Devil's Pool is just here before this island. What they actually do is that this time of the year, they have two options. They both start from the Zambian side, because that's in Zambian territory. So they can either walk from the Zambian mainland over the dry part of the falls. They get to this island where they have picnic spot where people do lunches, breakfast, and that's where they do the swimming from, just over here. And then when they finish, they walk back. Other people, they check it by boat, powerful boat, from the rapids to the rapids. They come and land at this island here, and they do the Devil's Pool, swim there, and go back. Anybody for the Devil's Pool?
No, thank you.
Anybody for bungee jumping?